Alright, so Dogelon Mars, ticker symbol ELON. I'm going to make this video quick because I really only see 2 or 3 scenarios playing out, so let's jump into it. In the last video we made for ELON, we outlined this W pattern, which you can see is still somewhat in effect. Now if we put this to candle body close on this red candle, you can see that we are perfectly backtesting the W right now. So, you know, something like this is still very much possible. But the second we kind of start falling below this, which it looks like we're pushing below now, then we're obviously going to lose this W pattern. We're not going to be able to have this this breakout, which is a 43% increase, and we are most likely going to backtest the 200-day moving average. Now if I just extend this out a little bit like this, you could see that if we do fail to hold this level, we are most likely going to come down almost about 16 or 17% to the 200-day moving average from low to high as well. If this W pattern is invalidated, but nonetheless we still continue with an uptrend, we would need to hold the 618 here, which is at the 858 level. So if we do something like this, we're still very much bullish for higher lows and higher highs in the micro time frame. Obviously if we do zoom out, it doesn't really seem like there's too much of a trend line that tells us what's happening here. I mean, there's only 1, 2, you know, a couple, 3, 4, 5, 6 touch lines on here. So I mean, it is an okay trend line. It does seem like a bit of a stretch to come up to the top of this trend line now, because this W pattern, which honestly looked really good. I mean, you can see that we had a lower high on this W and bounced off it quite strongly. It does seem like we've kind of falling down. Now I could be wrong, and we literally could be backtesting this level, which is why I said I see 3 things. Either this W pattern just turns around right now and goes to the moon, and we come up to, I'm gonna have to move this over because it's been about another day. So if we do come out, this would, yeah, well, it's basically the same move. It would be about a 43% increase from where we are now to the top here. But you can also see that that would perfectly put us up here with the resistance on this daily downtrend. So even if this W does break out and come up to here, it's you know, it's very likely that we come up to here, have a rejection and roll over, and that would probably mean that Bitcoin is also falling off the table as well, and the total market cap is falling off the table. So like I said, if you do want a little bit of hopium on the smaller time frame, we would need to hold this 618 here at 856. If we do lose that, I mean we can come down to 817, but that seems like a bit more of a steeper drop, about 10%, and you know, that would very much look like we're still continuing with this chop pattern to the downside. Another thing on the daily, there's literally no buying volume stepping in whatsoever. Doesn't really seem like people want to buy risky assets like Dogelon Mars when the crypto market is in indecision. So if we come over to the weekly as well, tiny bit of volume stepping in, but really nothing. I mean, you can see that we had a volume candle like up here before, and we basically came up to the downtrend and got rejected from it. And we're not even really having this volume, or even we're having about half the volume that we saw here. So we really do need to get more volume coming in, especially on the monthly. I mean, obviously it's only been open for 6 days or so, so we can't be too harsh on the monthly. I'd prefer to look on the daily candles and take it day by day. So yeah, just to reiterate, we are still putting in lower lows and lower highs right now on the macro trend, but we have also held this 786 from this macro fib from here to here. So technically the market structure is still intact for Dogelon Mars to break out of this resistance and potentially come back up to the top, which would be up to 22, but that would obviously all depend on whether the SPY is going to be bullish, whether Bitcoin is going to be bullish. And to be honest, you know, I've been looking at this chart for about the past half an hour or so. We kind of are, I mean, it does seem like we're slowly going down below this line, and obviously I've had to redraw this because, I mean, if we're being technical, if we were being conservative, we would put it to the candle body close here. But in a more likely scenario, we would put it up to this wick here. So it does seem like the W pattern kind of just tipped its head over and now is rolling over. So I do think this W pattern is going to be somewhat invalidated very soon if we don't, you know, haul ass and turn around right now. I would say that we are going to be going down if we don't hold this 5 level right here at 910. So yeah, that's really all I'm looking at for Dogelon Mars right now. It looks like the W pattern doesn't really want to break out. On the daily, yeah, I mean, we've come up to about the midpoint at 48 here, and it looks like we're about to roll over. So the RSI does not look good. We came all the way down here to 24, and we're still not really getting a good bounce on the RSI. So yeah, I do think the most likely scenario is to at least come and back test the 0.5 or the 618, even if we are going to be, you know, micro bullish for a little while longer. This W pattern was obviously the best case scenario, and it doesn't really seem like it wants to play out. So yeah, that's everything I see for Dogelon Mars right now. I'll keep this one line just in case, you know, we do just haul ass and turn around tomorrow or today. But yeah, we do need to turn around soon. If not, we're going to come back to the 857 or the 886. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my opinion on the market. And you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.